Jack Taylor-inspired 4-wicket last-over win over Middlesex meant that Gloucestershire finished on top of the South Group of the NatWest T20 Blast, Middlesex ending in third. Middlesex won the toss and batted in Bristol, and even though the likes of Darvin Milan, Owen Morgan and Paul Stirling were all missing, they made a good start. Nick Gubbins hit the evening's first six in the second over, and he went very big again off Liam Norwell in the fourth. And the talented left-hander struck his third maximum in the same over as the visitors, already guaranteed an away tie in the quarter-finals, brought up their 50 in just the fifth over. The home team needed a wicket, and it was provided by AJ Tye, who struck with his first ball, Gubbins taken behind by low-knee Phil Mustard for a quick-fire 29. Middlesex had reached 56 for 1 after the 6 overs of power play. They then slowed down before Mustard stumped James Franklin for 5 off Benny Howell. Steve Eskenazi, who'd started brightly, then edged Howell to Norwell at short third man. The batsman gone for 29 with a score on 68 for 3 after 9 overs. And that became 68 for 4 as George Bailey was trapped in front for a single. Howell completing a wicket maiden for figures of 3 for 5 after 2 overs from the skillful medium pacer. After such a good start, Middlesex didn't find a boundary for 8 overs, which meant that they stuttered to 83 for 3 after 13. They needed a strong finish from John Simpson and Ryan Higgins. They had to latch on to anything they could. Bad balls a fairly rare occurrence. Howell's extraordinary figures were ruined a bit by Higgins, who hit him for a 6, but the all-rounder still ended with 3 for 18 from his 4 overs. With 3 overs left and the total on 112 for 4, Simpson had to have a go, and he drove Tye for a 6, the amount of maximums now almost matching the amount of 4s struck. Tye got his revenge by yorking Higgins for 24, the Aussie showing just what a skilled death bowler he is. The visitors now on 121 for 5 with 14 balls of the innings remaining. On a 2-paced used pitch, Middlesex just needed a few hits to give themselves something respectable, and they finished off strongly with maximums from both Simpson and Toby Rowland-Jones. Middlesex eventually probably pretty happy to end on a score of 156 for 5, an innings containing 8 4s but 7 6s. A quick start would have Gloucestershire well on their way to finishing top of the South Group. Some effort from this group of players, and Hamish Marshall was soon tucking into Stephen Finn, who initially was a little wayward. After opening up with a stand of 31 inside the first 3 overs, Marshall had a rush of blood and took on a second run which was never on, Rowland-Jones supplying the accurate throw to have the Kiwi on his way for 16. Ian Cobain has had a wonderful tournament and was soon on his way again with a couple of beautifully timed strokes. He helped his team to 52 for 1 at the end of the 6 overs of power play, 105 more runs needed here on in. With a total on 63, Michael Klinger tried something inventive off Nathan Souter, but only picked out Finn, the Gloucestershire skipper, on his way for 13 at the end of over number 8. Halfway through the reply, the home team had made 74 for 2, 83 more needed for the remaining 10 overs, and it was game on when Mustard was bowled by Franklin for 5. But then a miss hit by Cobain off Rowland-Jones was held in the covers by Franklin, the batsman departing for 42 just after his side had brought up the 100 with 6 overs to go. Rowland-Jones then bowled Howell for 9, and Gloucestershire were left on 103 for 5 off 15 and needing a further 54 runs from the final 5. It was going to be a tense finale. Jack Taylor, who's missed a lot of this campaign, now stepped up a gear, hitting this big 6 off James Harris. Now with 3 overs left, 34 runs were required. Graham Van Buren then matched his batting partner by going big off Ollie Rayner. But next ball he failed to clear the rope and was held on the boundary's edge for 12 by Souter. Gloucestershire on 130 for 6 with 15 balls to go. 24 were required off the last 2 overs, and to the second ball of the penultimate one, Rowland-Jones was pulled into the car park by Jack Taylor. And next ball, the diminutive batsman did it again. A full toss, this time not hit as well, but hit well enough. Taylor, not for the first time, doing just what he needed to do. A no ball, a dot ball, and then this to start the final over. a club which avoided the fielder and found the boundary. Another no ball for Height followed, leaving just a single to get off 4 deliveries, and the terrific Taylor finished it off in style with an uppercut for his 4th 6. He finishing on 44 from 23 balls, an innings including 4 maximums. It was a superb end to a superb game, Gloucestershire winning by 4 wickets with 3 balls to spare, and now it's Durham at home in the quarter-finals on Wednesday, August the 10th, while Middlesex head to Northampton the day before.